Traders from around the world, as Jeremy Alexander Newsom, trust you are doing most magnificently, majestically marvelous on this Monday. It is Thanksgiving week here in the United States, and if you are trading in the U.S. markets, keep in mind that the markets are closed on Thursday and they close early on Friday. The SPY today having a gorgeous bullish gap, and what I love about this move, it was very reasonably expected on this gap up on the daily chart. In fact, you'll notice on the 15-minute chart, we gapped up last night and traded sideways for what most people would refer to as an eternity. Traded sideways, and then right before market open, we rotated and just had a brilliant breakout. In fact, let's go to Friday's afternoon swing trading room, where I kind of talk a little bit about that likely happening on the broader markets and specifically the SPY. Broader markets, SPY, I personally think we're going to go higher, folks. Just looking at this, this is a pullback. It's a nice, comfortable pullback. You had a very small gap up today. We did bounce off the 10. You had an inside day candle yesterday. You had a nice little gap. It just seems like the pressure is building. I could see us having a very bullish Monday if we gap up on Monday. You got it, ladies and gentlemen. Fortune telling 101, wonderfully, illicitly gorgeous bullish gap and go on the markets. And we're going to continue to slowly grind up, I believe, the rest of this week. In fact, from here, we're most likely headed to 320 on the SPY sometime in December. Don't know when we're going to get there, but we're just going to slowly keep grinding higher. This is an amazing gap. Going to get obviously some volume and some slowdown on Wednesday and Friday, but next week is all looking good. Again, I've been mentioning buy the dip is in full force. We are in a bullish market. If you're shorting something, that's fine. I do have some shorts out there, but it's not going to be a broader market stock, right? It's not the SPY or Apple or anything like that. It's just kind of like some random stocks. But anyway, gorgeous gap. Love the move. And just simply sensational. I did try to take some bullish day trades today, and I tried playing CGC, Canopy Growth, bullish this morning. And this was the 15-minute chart. Kind of played it pretty aggressive early this morning. In fact, here's like a 3-minute time frame. And it broke out, rotated, and I was just trying to see if it was going to bounce, and it didn't. Simple as that. So I lost on Canopy Growth this morning for sure on a bullish trade. Looks like the pot stocks are still a little bit on the weaker side. And then I tried playing Foot Locker, both bearish and bullish, and did not win on either one of those. So bearish was down here and bullish was over here on a pullback. If I had waited, another hour or two, might have been able to catch this little retest on Foot Locker, but that did not play out adequately. So loss on those two. And then the winning trade, I won very, very small on PCG, which actually is worth keeping an eye on, I think, with the volume and the moving averages kind of catching up here. A little bit of a small gap today. So feel free to keep your eyes on PCG, potentially going higher. And Shake Shack, SHAK, you had a really beautifully delicious lower shadow, nice trap on Friday. Probably people trying to short and continue the bearish move. The challenge with shorting Shake Shack right now is just the fact that it's at the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart. So Shake Shack at this support, doing its thing, and did play that one bullish and did not lose. So that's always good. But down on the day for sure, around 2 hours for day trades. However, do have some really good swing trades that are working out. NFLX, this is one that we set up just, 20th of November? So November 20th, we set up NFLX, and right now that looks really good. Candle looks really good. Hopefully that'll continue higher. We don't have any official swing trades on Disney, but everyone and their mom should be in Disney bullish in some form or fashion. Same thing with Square. You guys all know that I'm very bullish on both of those trades long term. Square running into the 200 simple moving average today. You have a bunch of white candles in a row, and yes, more or less just waiting for a pullback on Square at this point. For those of you who have some shares, great spot to do a covered call. Again, this gap over here on Square will fill. It's just going to take its time, and it's a very strong factor that Square closed above this bearish candle from November 4th on that earnings week. That's a big deal that we closed above it last week. So anyway, buy the dip on Square. I don't know exactly how big the pullback's going to be, but I would like it to pull back all the way to 66 and some change. And for right now, that's looking really nice. I got some other trades requested. Here's Interactive Brokers, IBKR. And again, there is a broker war and some really wild stuff going on, but you can rest assured that brokers are not going to be losing money. Big picture. So Interactive Brokers, this is the weekly chart that we're looking at right here, and this is the monthly chart. Still seems like to me that this is a good long-term spot to start accumulating some shares. On the daily chart, you got a good close above the neckline of a double bottom. It's above the 100 simple, and you're above the 200 simple in a weekly chart. So yes, if you're looking at buying some Interactive Brokers or just being a part of the actual share ownership, big company, you have Schwab and TD Ameritrade getting together, Schwab buying out TD Ameritrade, which is huge, massively insane news. So Interactive Brokers right now, I mean, this is a big deal. These brokers are getting bigger and bigger. They're not going to be losing money because of the commissions thing. Trust me, they're finding other ways to make their gains. I like this one long term, especially if you are a trader at Interactive Brokers. Long term, buy low, sell high, and own. Be an owner, not just a consumer. EQH, this is one that my buddy John Salvio sent my way last week. Myself, Felicia, and a few other traders are in on EQH. Really just a good fundamental company too, strong and powerful. This is a monthly chart, and look at this breakout happening. This is a legit breakout on the monthly chart. Expecting that candle to end pretty much just like that. Some slow retest over time, but eventually expecting EQH to continue a little bit higher. Here's Facebook, ticker symbol FB. And Facebook, a lot of traders are in Facebook right now. My analysis for the RLT November challenge on this day, November 1st, was to buy some shares here at 194.42 and sell the $200 covered call expiring in November. That expired worthless, and as of now on Facebook, the 2/15 December covered call most likely going to expire worthless. The trend on Facebook is slowly grinding higher. I love their earnings. I love how much money they're making. There's so many companies using Facebook for marketing, and yeah, you gotta love that breakout on a weekly chart, looking really frothy. So expect Facebook to slowly continue higher. Also, shout outs to everyone who played Facebook for a little bit of a day trade today. Nice little retest gap and a pretty decent opportunity to slowly get some gains on Facebook. NVDA had an exceptionally ridiculous bullish gap today. You had an inside candle on the 19th. You closed above this bearish candle with really good volume. Another bullish candle, inside candle, inside candle. NVIDIA, my friends, is going higher pretty much unquestionably at this point. Weekly chart, fantastic gap. Man, it feels really good to see this stock recovering and coming back to its glory days. So we'll see what it does long term, but right now I would just anticipate this one to slowly keep creeping higher. Great trend, nice gap. Be bullish on NVIDIA for sure. And last but not least, Tesla. You guys got an email from me showing what I think is going to happen on Tesla, and so far day one is accurate, gapped up and faded down. This was my analysis this morning before market open on Tesla. Expecting a small bear candle today, and then we break higher Tuesday, Wednesday. I still think that's going to happen, so keep your eyes for a little bit of a move higher on Tesla on Tuesday, Wednesday. I was watching Tesla all morning long on my TrendSpider platform. Didn't take a trade on it, just didn't seem right. It actually seemed a little too obvious, so I was just being a little patient on Tesla today, which was nice. But the weekly chart, again, I do think we're in a wave 4 on Tesla. 1, 2, 3, some kind of wave 4, and then an eventual wave 5. So it'll take some time, some choppiness, some sideways action. Really good for some volatility sells. And if Tesla comes into this gap, I'll be buying some more shares. Simple as that. All right, folks, that is your Monday trade review, stock review. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. We will all be sending out a nice, kind, welcoming, and warm video message this week. The RLT trading rooms will be closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy the bullish market. If you have any questions, let me know. But I will see you all next week when the month of December kicks off in a beautiful way. Team from around the world, thanks so much for tuning in. You rock. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.